post up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the phone, we can make it real. I got checks and balance, I flex dramatic. Other 50 on my neck.
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Now here's Curry. The shot. Goes in, first shot, first basket. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Outside Curry. They set the pick. The kick outside to Butler. Taken away by Williams. Ball from long range. That's good, and so Giddey with the assists.
Well, set him up well, and you can trust Lonzo to sink that shot.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Giddey. White, wide open. He fires. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Giddey, the youngest player in NBA history to collect a triple-double. So rebounding not a problem for this young prospect.
Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of it.
Pass to post. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I don't know what you do there on the pick and roll. You're so worried about Steph. He ends up moving the ball to get points.
Williams gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Curry with it. They set the pick. Now Podziemski. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
I felt like Jimmy Butler had a plan on that possession and was able to cut him off.
Back to Herter. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Out to White. Now here's Giddey. He has 6. Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Different look here for the Warriors.
Show them some love and make some noise for your DS Breaker.
A minute 50 left to play in the first. Here's Ball driving in, and then Ball slams it in.
And the bench going wild as Lonzo goes up and over.
And Curry, here we go. And the Warriors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Herter. Back to Giddey. Butler with the steal. Outside for Curry. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got 6 points.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Here's Giddey. Outside Williams. Now Herter. Good on the shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Curry. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Podziemski's shot is good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Podziemski on the wing. "16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Post. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Giddey. He takes it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it's Josh Giddey making things happen for the Bulls. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Cuts off the pass. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Pass to Podziemski. Curry on the wing. Back to Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Podziemski's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Well, we talk about some expanded range. Herder's got some himself.
Podziemski on the wing. And another 3 for Golden State.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Coby White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Here's Curry, taken away by Williams. In transition, here come the Bulls. Fires from deep. And the Bulls, another 3.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the paint. Here's Post.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, G.A., that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
First team foul.
So it's Chicago now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to White. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Warriors trail by 7. To the wing right side. Moody with it. Now guarded by Ball. Here's the floater. And Ball with the block.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
Giddey goes in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giddey's got 10 points. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And here is Giddey. He's got 10. Pass to Herder. Back to Giddey. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Out left to the wing. Outside for Curry. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Herder. Back to Giddey. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And Giddey, one of those guys who really can stuff the stat sheet.
Outside Curry. .116 left in the first half. The kick outside to Butler. 5 to shoot. Pass to Moody. Rebound by Williams. Chicago leading by 9. And Giddey gets it to go. 14 points for him.
And Giddey with the tough floater that time.
Here's Post. A nice shot by Moody.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Giddey from downtown. Warriors with the rebound. Right side, Butler. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Back to Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Here's Giddey. 14 points for him. Back to Ball. Shoots over Curry. Bank shot. No good. And it's Podziemski in the corner. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Bulls leading by 7. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
On the wing, Giddey. Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Herter. Now here's Giddey. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Williams can't hit. Warriors trail by 8. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. And Chicago has possession. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Giddey, no one around him. And Moody pulls it down. Outside Butler. Back to Moody. Takes the 3. Ball with the rebound. Chicago leading by 8. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Giddey, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Chicago on defense. There's the pick. Curry crashes inside.
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness, not going to shy away from contact.
Tipped away and stolen by Butler. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you.
Third team foul.
On On the wing, Giddey. 14 points for him. Outside, Williams. Pass to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 5. Curry with it. Here's the screen. The kick outside to Butler. Now Podziemski. Back to Butler. Here's the 3. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Huerter on the wing. Back to Giddey. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Giddey. Moody with it. Williams picks him up. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his third foul of the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Butler. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
White, good. White's got 5.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Golden State.
What a tough finish from Curry.
It just doesn't seem to matter. Steph maintaining his focus. It just takes a ton to throw him off balance.
Pass to White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got 4 points in the quarter. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Butler on the way. Six on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Drills the three-pointer. Moody's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
The kick out to Ball. Back to Giddey. Jacks up a 3. Ball, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Butler. Podziemski on the wing. Another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Curry. Oh, the concentration.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
Bulls trail by 7. Giddey with it. 14 points for him. Ball surveying the defense. Inside. And Ball slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Ball. Drops in the layup for two. Ball's got 13.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Warriors lead by 5.
The Bulls, 4-4.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Warriors leading by 5. Pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Podziemski. Here's Curry. Lock at 6. Excellent D there from Williams. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Chicago with the ball, and the basket is good. 16 points here for Josh Giddey.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that.
And it's Butler with the jam.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
Outside, White. Wants to get it to Giddey, and does. Back to White. Pass to Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Leading by 5. Trains it from beyond the arc.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Back to Giddey. The kick out to Ball. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Ball's got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors leading by 5. Butler on the wing. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Post. A three-pointer, no good. Now the Bulls with it. Here's Herter. Back to Giddey. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Defensive foul.
And Giddey thinks he's out there playing Australian rules football with that kind of play.
Second personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, here's Butler. Pass to Moody. Clock at 4. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Third team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. A 2-point game. Here's Giddey. White, left side. Butler with the steal.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure two there.
A floater. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Giddey. Pass to Herter. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Team fourth.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The drive-by ball. It's stolen by Curry.
That's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Well, there's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover, so that's the best you can say about that play.
There's the drive, and Giddey gets it to go.
Assisted by
21-point tier for Josh Giddey.
No nerves from Josh Giddey that time.
And Curry, here we go. The kick outside to Butler. Pass to Moody. Shoots, and good. He nails it. 10 points for Moses Moody.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Warriors leading by 4. And here is Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
The kick out to Ball. They set the pick. Back to Giddey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's the only option.
Giddey, one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can.
Moody. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Basket good. Giddey's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And how about Giddey just saying, I got you guys, get on my back, we'll ride.
Chicago with the ball. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 3-point lead. Williams comes with the double team. And here is Butler. 6 to shoot. At the top of the key, Moody. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Warriors lead by 6.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Outside ball. "12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Giddey. back to ball. Pass to Giddey. Here's White. Misses the three. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost.